Right, welcome to Madeira. It's an island off the coast of Morocco. It's not the sort of place that you come here by accident, but if you do come here, one of the things that people will recommend that you have to do is go to either Pico Ruivo or Pico Arieiro for sunrise or sunset. I think they're the two highest points on the island, and you've got to make a choice. I've done both for sunrise and sunset, and I thought I'd give you my knowledge, so to speak. First things first is that the weather changes almost immediately here. We had a huge storm last night. The weather forecast said it was going to be 100% rain today, and there's some clouds, some blue sky. On top of that, I've been here for about 3 weeks, and I think 2 of those days I've woken up with clear blue skies where I could see the top of the mountains. Most of the time there's sort of a cloud cover, worse than this, and you sit there and you go, is it going to be good for sunset? Honestly, you just have to go. Often it's quite low hanging cloud, and Pico Ruivo is at 1800 meters, so what you'll find is that as you drive up, you break through the cloud layer and then it's clear skies. I've been up there 4 times. Every time it looked like the whole mountain was covered in cloud, and then 3 out of the 4 times it was completely clear at the top. That's something to bear in mind. You can't predict it, you sort of have to go. Which brings me on to the other point, which is if you're staying in the south especially, it's a bit of a schlep to get up there. It's an hour drive. I was previously staying in the north, and even then that was, you know, it was half an hour to Pico Ruivo and then 45 minutes to Arieiro. So they're not easy to get to, and you might have to do multiple trips. It's just sort of part of the game. A couple of other things, it's much colder up there, especially when the sun's not out or the sun's down before sunrise or after sunset. So take trousers and a jacket. Now they're quite different because Pico Arieiro has a car park right next to the path, and right next to where people will watch sunrise or sunset. It's easier to access. Pico Ruivo, there is a car park, but you have to walk 45 minutes to get there. So that should factor into your calculations. My honest opinion is that for sunset, you don't want to be walking all the way back from Pico Ruivo because it'll be colder. And so Arieiro is probably the easier option for sunset. So what would I recommend? I'd recommend doing Pico Ruivo for sunrise, because you just get up, you do the 45 minutes. I'd get there probably half an hour before the sunrise, depending on how quickly you do the hike. Be there for about 7:30. It'll probably be really windy, so be prepared to sit there for a while. Get to the top, and then I'd walk a bit further down, because then you get away from the clouds and you still get a really good view of it. Because you're often above the cloud layer, the sun sort of reflects off the clouds, and it's a really nice sunrise. And if you do Pico Ruivo for sunrise, you can then do the peak to peak straight away in the sun. Whereas, like I said, if you do it for sunset, you've still got a 45-minute walk back to the car in the dark, which isn't great. And then for sunset, I'll do Arieiro, because not only is the view better at sunset from Arieiro, but also once the sun goes down, you walk 200 meters, hop in your car, drive home. It's a lot simpler. The good thing about Arieiro is that it's really accessible. What that does mean is that Arieiro tends to be much more crowded, which I don't like. And because Arieiro is so much more crowded, and there are literally teams of people trying to get that sort of snap, you can walk a little bit further down and get spots that are relatively secluded. And it doesn't really change the view that much. So either way, even if you don't do the peak to peak hike, you have to go up there. The scenery is unreal. What I would say is that it is one of those things that you have to do, and everybody's going to do it. So regardless of which one you choose for what, don't expect there to be nobody up there. There's always going to be crowds. At Pico Ruivo, you can go a bit further down past the high points and be there relatively alone. My biggest tip was I did Pico Ruivo for sunrise, and then as I was driving down, not that much further down from the car park, I just saw this little lay-by and a tiny path. I thought, oh, what's that? I'm not going to tell you exactly where it is. It's on the way up to Pico Ruivo. You can hardly miss it. There's a little sign, and you just park, and it's a maybe 4-minute walk to this tiny little platform. And so I went there the next morning, didn't have to do the 45-minute walk up to Pico Ruivo, and I had this amazing platform to myself that was still above the clouds. That would be my little tip. And because there was nobody there, and I didn't have to do the 45-minute trek there and back, it was way better than actually just going all the way to the top, genuinely. I'm going to try and do the peak to peak and film it, so that'll be the next video. Hopefully the weather's good, and I'll walk you through the logistics of it, because it's a little bit of a pain if you only want to do one way, and then doing both is a bit of a schlep. But yeah, the scenery here is ridiculous. It's really good, and definitely sunrise or sunset up there is something else. Hope that helps.